Welcome back to another in our series of people, places, and things in the Bible. Our topic for today is just a feeling. A man recalled a peculiar prayer he once heard a woman utter. Please let my child feel pain. At first glance, you might wonder why on earth a mother of all people would wish this for their child. The answer is much easier to understand once you're given the details. There's a rare condition that exists called CIPA, or congenital insensitivity to pain with anhidrosis. People with this untreatable disease cannot feel physical sensations such as pain or hot and cold. This condition is so rare that although the number of people in the world who have this is unknown, it is thought that less than 100 people have it, with less than 24 here in the United States. These people don't have the nerve endings that normally would give them warnings that they are in danger, such as extremely hot food or pain indicating a wound. They have no idea that they have broken bones or sunburn, cuts, or other potentially life-threatening conditions that need immediate attention. There may have been times we would have wished for such insensitivity to feeling, having experienced chronic pain. But we have been given this by God for our own protection. We tire out so we don't collapse from exhaustion. We feel pain so that we can know when something is wrong that needs attention. There is another aspect of feeling sensation that has a very positive effect. That is the feeling of affection at the touch of one human to another. Hospitals around the country use volunteers and even hire people to come in and hold newborn babies in the neonatal intensive care units. If parents can't come to the NICU or hospital workers are in short supply, they turn to outside help to hold them, to give benefits such as reducing stress levels, reducing heart rates, and even shorten the hospital stays. Other studies show it may benefit brain development in premature babies. The effects of babies who are not held is well known in orphanages around the world, and long-term studies verify this. Delays in physical and psychological growth, higher levels of apathy, restlessness, disobedience, hyperactivity, anxiety, depression, and the list goes on and on. God designed human beings to be touched and held in loving and kind ways. Think about the ministry of Christ while he walked on the earth and how he physically touched people. Now consider some of those he touched who had been denied this basic need for who knows how long. The leper was ostracized and shunned from society, and all they touched became unclean. Yet we find in the Gospel of Matthew this account, Matthew 8, chapter 8, verses 2 and 3. And behold, a leper came to him and knelt before him, saying, Lord, if you will, you can make me clean. And Jesus stretched out his hand and touched him, saying, I will be clean. And immediately his leprosy was cleansed. Who knows how long it had been since he had had human contact? Listen to Mark's account of what was perhaps a typical event in the life of Christ. Mark chapter 3, verses 9 and 10. And he told his disciples to have a boat ready for him because of the crowd, lest they crush him, for he had healed many, so that all who had diseases pressed around him to touch him. Luke tells us that parents brought their children so that they might just be touched by Christ. Luke chapter 18 and verse 15. Oddly enough, the expression we use for having no feelings or the inability to feel spiritual things is hardened. Some versions use the term calloused, dull, and waxed gross. Skin that is thickly calloused has become hard and lost its ability to feel. Hearts can be the same. Jesus said in Matthew 13:15, For this people's heart has grown dull, and with their ears they can barely hear, and their eyes they have closed, lest they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and turn, and I would heal them. Perhaps the prayer for one with a calloused heart is not unlike the mother of that child with no feelings. Please let them feel pain. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Matthew 5:4. Can you feel the pain? And Lord willing, let's meet here again tomorrow and look at another in our series of people, places, and things in the Bible.